Okay, hi guys, welcome to Three Stones Observatory. We're going to be demonstrating the Framing and Mosaic wizard in Sequence Generator Pro, which is a feature that is now in version 3. Was an add-on that you had to pay for separately in previous versions, but works really well, worth the price of admission alone. So we're going to fire it up here, Control M or Framing and Mosaic wizard under Tools. Okay, you'll notice here we have 4 sections that you have to go through. A couple of them are already filled out. The scale, overlap and number of pixels are set up in the camera definitions in the profile in Sequence Generator Pro, and the most recent plate solve we did had set a camera angle, which it knows that's where the camera's set and it assumes that's where it is, so we're just leaving those alone. If I'm doing a mosaic, I can vary the overlap here, but the other settings I'd leave where they are. So we're going to look for a target. We're going to look for the Rosette Nebula. So I'm going to type that in. You can type in, obviously, an NGC, IC, Messier number, whatever you want. You can import a AstroBin image and browse an image that's been plate solved in here, or use RA and DEC. I've set 2 degrees as a field of view because it's a fairly big target, so I'm going to hit fetch and hopefully it will come up fairly quickly. I had already done this a little while ago, so it comes up fairly quickly. It normally takes 10-15 seconds to produce an image, but that's pretty good. Next step, that's all filled in. Step 2, so I don't have to worry about that, to find the target. So I'm just going to draw a bit of a rectangle to say this is what I want to image. Because of the size of the rectangle, it's assumed I'm doing a mosaic. Don't want to do a mosaic, I just want a single image of the center, so I'm just going to drop that down to a single frame, center that way. I want to take the image and we're right to go. I will hit create sequence now. There's a sequence already set up, so I'm just going to replace this as a new target. So there it goes. And created one new target. So there it is. There's our target. So we're going to get rid of the rotate camera because I don't have a camera rotator set up. It'll say what are you trying to do if I leave that there. I've already set it up to send it to a folder within on my hard drive, so I don't need to change that. Okay, we'll set up hydrogen alpha filter, say 5 minutes, and take say 5 frames to start the ball rolling. Everything's connected, so it's basically right to go. So I'm going to hit run sequence and we'll see what happens. It requires a telescope. So it's not tracking, so I'll just click that and go yes. And I'm using EQ mod, which works really well if it's integrated with SGP. So it's now determining a reference frame location, and it will slew the scope. I can hear the scope slewing now nicely. It'll take a frame, and hopefully we'll be pretty close to the target. There it is, and there's the cluster at the centre of the rosette. Very obvious set of stars that any visual observer will know pretty well from the eyepiece view. And it's plate solved. So it basically knows it's pointing at the correct target. It's now going to resume the auto guider. If I flip over to PhD2, it's found a star and it should start auto guiding now. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Okay, so SGP has told the auto guider to fire up, which it's doing. It waits for it to settle. It's now going to set a filter. It'll run autofocus. I've already pre-focused this scope because it does take about a minute or so to run that, and you don't really want to see that. It's waiting for the auto guider to settle. I let it settle for 10 seconds, just ensures that I've got good calibration and so forth before it starts capturing frames. Okay, so it's now running. There's your whole setup basically from go to woe. Once I've set up my scope and done a quick polar alignment, don't have to worry with planetarium software, don't have to worry with alignment stars, just use this system and it just works. So it's a marvellous little thing. Okay, catch you later guys, bye.